Good afternoon and welcome to the Kids OK Please Live. Kids OK Please is a privileged evolving ecosystem that brings all childhood-worthy experiences, deals, values on human fingertips through the intuitive use of technology. Our today's guest is the founder of Dodo Desserts, Miss Sakshi, and we're just waiting for her to connect. Meanwhile, telling you all about the Kids OK Please Live. Okay, we have her.
Hello.
Sakshi?
Yeah. Can you see me?
I can't see you. No, I can't see you.
Now?
It's actually showing me you're still connecting. Just give me a second.
Can you see me now?
I can't see you. Can't see you. Do you want me to restart the live?
Yeah, I guess because I can see
okay.
you and I can hear you.
I am not being able to. So 1 minute. Just give me a minute. Let me try again. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. We got you. Can you see me?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Hi. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Great. Great. So let me just give a quick introduction of the kid, and then I'll introduce you, and then we can move on to the question answer round.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Great. So, Kids OK Plays Live is a medium established to uncover the intel and insights about the ecosystem that parents and children occupy in our society, business, and lives. This is for everybody who's joining the Kids OK Plays Live for the first time and who doesn't know what we are doing on this platform. Getting to introduce our today's guest is the founder of Dodo Desserts, Sakshi. Sakshi has studied the course of interior designing at ISDI and is a makeup artist by profession. But the pandemic and the want for eating good desserts got her into starting to bake. Very soon, she realized how good she is at it and started taking orders for very close friends and family. They're actually two partners for everyone who's watching. Sneha Bafna and Sakshi Jain. Sakshi, so both of them, they got together and they collaborated and started Dodo Desserts. They both loved and were so eager to start looking out for new techniques that they started. So, Sakshi, tell us more about Dodo Desserts, your journey.
So I guess both of us baked for quite a few years, but we only baked for like friends and families, and we never thought of getting into the whole business bit of it.
Right.
And I think like we just bake out of our passion, like it's therapy for us, it's fun for us, and like just knowing that we can make someone else's celebration memorable for them, or like an occasion, a happy occasion, because like it's desserts, right? Like who doesn't love desserts? So I think that's how it started, and I love for it. And also, yes, this lockdown, because I mean, like for a few months, like we couldn't like get what we wanted to eat from outside. So I guess like I mean, since we're home bakers, like we can take care of the hygiene, we can take care of the quality of products and everything. So I think it just like the lockdown was just an opportunity to start something new, because both of us are from different professions and like different backgrounds. Right. So I guess like the lockdown just gave us an opportunity to like start something new.
And the fact that you mentioned that desserts are the life of every celebration. They are so wanted, and it's so incomplete without the desserts. So y'all are the heart and soul of what y'all are doing. Exactly at the moment. So coming to our next question, what is your favorite dessert to bake?
I think I love cupcakes. I love cheesecakes.
Okay.
I think desserts in general, like everything in desserts is like my favorite. Like, so yeah, like there's not one specific thing that I love. Like desserts in general, like is the thing.
So, this dessert craving, this sweet craving, have you had it since the start of it throughout? Can you tell us about how your childhood has been?
So as a child, it's always been like collecting chocolates every time you go outside, like bringing a lot of chocolates home. And like, you know, as children we used to get like one chocolate or two chocolates a day, and like it
Right,
used to be the happiest time of the day, right? Because like after a meal you get like a nice chocolate to eat and everything.
right,
So yeah, as I was a child, like since I was a child, I think I've loved chocolates and desserts in general. Like I remember like my birthdays when I was small, where like our parents used to get us these cakes that used to be so fancy, and like when we used to have birthday parties, you know,
yeah,
like whose cake is going to be the fanciest cake, and like it was always a thing, like always having like a big fancy cake like for your
right,
birthday, and
right,
yeah, so like I think birthdays, like I mean, cakes and desserts are such things that make like your celebration so memorable that
yeah.
I don't think like I don't remember even one birthday cake that I have had like for all my birthdays, and yeah.
So it's been a very sweet childhood, we can say.
Yeah.
Right.
Very-
So, so coming to our next question, what is the importance that, according to you, for kids, for these sweets, for cookies, cupcakes?
I think you know, kids in general, when they see sweets, or when they see cupcakes, or when they see like cakes, they're so awestruck by it, because there's so much design, there's so much color, there's so much
Yeah,
it's so playful. I mean, it's so attractive to them that I mean, like the minute they see it, like they want it. Like babies, right from the age of like 3 to like till the time we're big, like the minute we see some amazing dessert, like you know, you want to have it. So
true.
like, I mean, it's like what a hashtag says, right? Dumb for desserts. The minute like you see a dessert, like you're so awestruck and like you just want to have it. So yeah, I think like for kids, it's as a child, I always wanted desserts. So I don't know like about the other kids. Like
I think all the kids, in fact, according to me, I don't think there's an age for sweets. There is
true,
just no age.
true,
Everyone, every age group, you just see the dessert and you're already melting.
yeah, true.
So, because you are in also in the kids space when it comes to sweets and desserts, what according to you is their most preferred dessert or sweet?
I think cupcakes, like kids
Okay.
are really like they're very attracted to them because they're so like they're very colorful, like the sprinklers that like you know you put on them, like the different types of designs you do. I think it attracts
Right,
them the most, like because you know it's like pretty small for them to even have it, and I
right,
think yeah, for kids, I think cupcakes or like cakes are the thing.
right. Because it's very colorful, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's what attracts them a lot.
yeah,
The colors, the tech. In fact, as a child, I remember I used to really want those Barbie cakes or those, that Barbie coming out of the cake. Oh my god, they used to.
yeah.
It used to be such a fascination, to have those printed cakes and all of that. And there's
So
actually so much.
sorry, go ahead, go ahead.
I was just saying there's actually so much you can do with a cake or a cupcake. There's so many ways to design it. It's amazing.
Yeah. So like my partner has 2 kids, and every
Okay.
time we're baking, they're so like they're so happy, and like they're so excited about it, and like you know they'll ask us questions that who is this cake going for, and like you know how are you making it, what are you putting in it, why are you like
Right.
putting sprinklers, why aren't you putting those sprinklers, like I
Right.
just feel like even like kids, like because like my partner has 2 kids, like and we see you know their reaction to like everything that we make. So I think
Right.
like they are judges. Like so if they like
Oh,
approve of it, I mean like you know we know it's something
it's
that kids
good.
would love. Yeah.
Right. Right. That actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
because kids are the best. They just don't have any barriers when it comes to
And they're so
looking.
honest. They're so honest about their reviews. Like even if they're so
Right,
small, they're very honest with whatever they
right.
say. So yeah.
True, true. So they're the best judges.
Yeah, they are. They truly are.
True. So, moving on to our next question, tell us about what got you into the idea of baking. What was it that inspired you to bake?
So as I said, I mean, okay, we both of us, we used to bake occasionally, like separately, like not together, but
Right,
we used to bake
right,
occasionally. Like she used to like bake for her kids, and I
right.
used to like bake for my friends during their birthdays and things like that, right? So I mean, it just started. I don't know how it started, or like I don't remember how it started, but yeah, that's how like the whole journey began of like baking and trying out different things. And ever since we started the companies, we're always like trying to like get something new to our menu and like trying new
True,
techniques and things like
true,
that. So
true. So it's been a journey.
yeah, it has.
Perfect. So I will just take a little detour over here because I have a lot of questions lined up for you. But for everyone who's joining in, I want you all to know that Kids Okay Please is live with their memberships. We're going to be talking about it. It's all over the website and everywhere. We want you to check it out, look at it, and please apply right now because they have amazing offers and it's going to be great. Sakshi, getting back to our questions, what do you see next for Dodo Desserts? The
I think
future.
I think we're just going to expand our menu, expand what all we do. So right now we're just into cookies, cupcakes,
Okay.
cheesecakes, and cakes, right? But there's so
Hmm.
much more to desserts.
Right.
So I think yeah, that's our final goal where like we just keep learning new things and we keep
Right.
like spreading love and joy with all the new desserts that we like introduce further on.
Right. Right.
And yeah, so hopefully like planning to become big in it. And let's see, because right now we're home bakers, right? So
Right.
yeah.
Great. So, because you also work in the kids environment, do you feel there's something different when it comes to baking for kids, when it comes to baking otherwise? Is there a kind of excitement, a different feeling?
Yes, it is, because you're always being judged. Like you always have that fear that oh my god, what if you mess up a kid's birthday cake, or oh my god, what if you mess up like the kid's birth, like the cupcake, like because they get so attached to the minute they see it. You don't want them to like not like it, because I mean it breaks your heart to see a kid not like something that you make it, right? So like you want them to like be awestruck by like the cupcakes or the cakes that you're making. You want them to be happy when they see what you finally like produced. And also,
Right.
I mean, for us, I think the hygiene, the quality, the everything, like for us, all of it matters, because I mean,
Right.
like my partner herself has two kids, so she wouldn't, or we wouldn't want to like feed them something that's not of good quality, or it's
True.
made in a place that's unhygienic and not clean and all. So I think like when we're baking for kids, you have to be very careful with like what you're using, how are you presenting it, because for them what they see is what they like. If you're
True.
not going to like make something pretty and beautiful for them, they wouldn't want to taste it or anything. So like I think that's what we try to like see when we're baking for kids.
True. So, how can your okay? It's a very sudden question. It just actually came up to me. But have you ever got very specific demands from the kids when it comes to baking? That I want this specific thing, and how did you go with that?
Yeah, I mean, like, forget kids. I think we get it from like adults as well, like when they are
Right.
asking us to bake something. So if they've seen some picture on our post or something, and if they really liked a certain pattern or a certain design that we've done, they'd be like, can you please like make sure that this butterfly is also included in it, because I really like it. And also like, I mean, kids with kids, I think you give them chocolate and they're just happy. Like they're just happy. They don't need anything else other than that.
True,
Like you just have to give them or show them a chocolate and they're happy. And that's with
true,
every kid. So yeah, like
true.
if someone wants a specific thing, like if you want a certain themed cupcake or a certain themed cake, we're always like we can personalize it and like we make it according to how they want it to be.
Perfect. That sounds great, and that sounds like a lot of hard work that actually goes into baking these cakes.
I think it's therapy for us. Like I said earlier, it's very therapeutic to like bake. It doesn't make us tired or exhausted. It's just happy. It's fun because like you're doing it for someone and like that's going to make them happy. So there is a lot of
Right.
effort, but there is a reward as well.
True, true. Everything actually that gives an effort gives an rewards.
Yeah.
Perfect. So, getting on to our next question. You said and you stated that right now you all are at 4 deserts and you all are looking to expand. How
Yeah.
can kids please be a part of this journey with you?
So we would love to collaborate with Kids Okay Please because since like it targets like it targets our audience, right? Like
Right,
mothers can see like like we can collaborate and we can work something out where like mothers can like book something from us, like trying to like y'all could be the mediator or whatever.
right.
Like we can have a word with your team according to how it can work.
True.
Like
Perfect.
probably like your members or like they like I don't know how like we can talk about it, but yeah, we can figure.
Perfect. So, everyone who is viewing us on this platform today, I think it's going to be great, in fact, when we collaborate because, they're actually going to have an exclusive Dodo Desserts who's going to be there to make their kids' birthday special. So, is there anything you would like to add in when it comes to baking desserts? Something that you had, like, something that's really close to you throughout this journey?
um I mean, like I don't like so I don't think like mothers or anyone should stop their kids from having desserts because like it's a part of your life that you'll never forget. It's a memory in your life that you'll never forget. And yeah, like I think all we try to do is make your memory happy, make it memorable. So
Right.
yeah, so that's it.
So, in fact, I would like to share this that the previous life that we had was with a dentist. Okay.
Yeah.
And we had put it across to him as to how, there's a myth that kids have a lot of sweet and they're stopped from having a lot of sweet stuff.
Yeah.
So, we spoke to him about that. And, a lot of people actually who are thinking that sweets can spoil the mouth or the kids or the oral health or
Yeah.
whatever, that is the reason kids are really stopped from eating these sweets. It's actually not that. It's pretty much of the fact that you just have to maintain it but don't stop them from having the sweet stuff.
True. True.
Right. So I think we're pretty much through it. I have one more question for you, in fact. Is
Okay.
there any memory or incident that you recollect and you would like to share with us that must have happened to you once you started Dodo Desert? Something that must be very dear to you.
Um so yeah, what happened was I think we had an order for like a lot of cupcakes one day,
Okay.
and
Okay.
we were making the cupcakes, and obviously the kids were around and they were just seeing everything, and it was
Right.
time for us to pack the cupcakes and send them out for delivery, right?
Okay.
And the kids were so upset, and one of them like held on to the bag saying that no, these cupcakes cannot go anywhere, and like we don't want them to go because there are cupcakes, because like they've been a process of like they've been through it, right? Like while we were baking it, while we were like frosting it and everything, and you were like, no, these cupcakes are for us, they cannot go. And I think that was the cutest memory that I think I have of like how they got so attached to the whole thing that
Right.
because
Right.
they were there and they saw their mama and like me making it, that they are your cupcakes, how can you send them, and like they sat on the floor crying that you cannot send them, you
Oh my
cannot send.
God.
So I think like that was the cutest memory that I have had, like as to seeing like how attached they were to those cupcakes, that they didn't
Right.
want us to like send them.
Right.
So yeah.
That build up the personal connect, and even the fact that they were a part of the journey just made them connect to it so much.
True. So
So the
yeah.
fact that
Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
y'all are actually doing the entire journey, y'all are making the cakes, it must mean so much to y'all personally when y'all
Yeah.
actually design everything, all of those things.
Yeah, it does. Like I think it's been, I think, a month and a half ever since we started, and I
Right.
think like even though we're working, like we are from different professions and we are from other professions, like she's a lawyer, uh, even then like we want to make time to like follow this passion of us and
Right.
like to work ahead with this. So yeah.
Right. So let me just check the chat box if we have any questions. Um, no, there's nothing we've got yet. Okay. I think we'll take about one or two last questions, and then I think we can call it an end. Also,
Yeah.
if anybody who's watching and has any questions that they want to put down, we'll be more than happy to answer it. So, Sakshi, tell me that. Um, so, have you ever, instead of, is it a passion or is it a hobby? How did you get into baking?
It's a
How did,
passion. it's
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 a
a
passion,
passion. Yeah, like because I like cooking what I like eating.
right?
So like for me it was out of passion, whereas for my partner, she started this for her kids. She started baking for her kids because
Okay,
I mean she didn't want them to eat something like that was bought from outside.
yeah,
So she started baking herself and she
okay,
started learning things for them so that she could make them at home and like give it to them because like they were really small at that time. So
right.
yeah, that's how like for her it started off for her kids, and like for me it just started off being like a passion that like I like eating desserts, so why not like make it and eat it. So
Make it and eat it, right?
yeah.
I think desserts, like we had mentioned in the start, they are such an integral part of the entire meal. Everything is so incomplete without sweets,
True.
and it's just so incomplete. And the best part is, like you said, it's so colorful. So children are already so much into the fact that I want it the way it looks, the way it turns out to be.
Yeah, they're very drawn to it. Like for I like even I never know why. I don't even know why was I so attracted to it, or why was I so like so much in love with it. But I just think like when you see desserts, like you go dumb, or I don't know, like it mesmerizes you, and like then you just want it. So
Yeah. They have some different kind of magic, honestly,
yeah,
desserts. They
yeah,
just do it does its job in seconds.
true.
So, getting to our last question, and again, for everyone who's joined in, we're going to be talking about our memberships, about how we have gone live with our memberships, and all of y'all, please do apply for it, because we have a lot of events lined up, and everything's coming on. So, sorry, how can you, how can our members call or approach to you for these desserts?
We have an Instagram page right now, so
Okay.
they could DM us out there, and we're also building a Facebook page, so
Okay.
we'll be available on both the platforms.
Okay.
And yeah, like so that's, or probably they could contact you all, and like we could work things out.
Perfect. So we're almost to the end of it, and I think y'all should go check their page out and see what they make. Customize your orders and come through us. Come through our memberships. We are more than happy, to connect you to Dodo Desserts. Sakshi, it was great having you. I think it was an amazing conversation. And before I end it, I want to know if there's anything you would want to add on, you would want to say before we end the live.
um I in fact I've been on Kids Okay Please page, and I have seen like they have a lot of great activities for kids that can keep the kids always engaged and always busy, and the activities are so much fun, and I mean with fun they're also learning things. So yeah, I think like it's a great platform, and yeah, like I think it's going to help a lot of parents and kids to like make learning fun. So
Thank you so much, and we're glad to have you to be a part of this platform. In fact,
thank
before we
you.
leave, we have one question. Can we get any secret tips for baking?
Bake with your heart, like bake just, just I mean there is no secret. Just be happy while you're baking, or yeah, there is no secret. Like just love what you're doing, and I think it'll take you ahead.
Honestly, one thing I really believe at this point is that you can use the same kind of ingredients and make the same kind of stuff, but unless you
True,
don't put your love, effort, and time
true,
into it, it's never gonna turn out to be the same.
true, true. Very true.
Okay, so I think you all are doing great. In fact, I have personally seen your stuff and I think it's wonderful. Everybody
Thank
who's
you.
watching, please stay tuned and keep up with what's happening for your kids' birthdays or any birthdays. In fact, make it special, make it memorable. And we're available here for whatever it is. I don't think we have any more questions, so we're okay to end right now. And again, before we end, I would like to announce that Kids Okay Please has its membership, and we're soon gonna have Dodo Desserts also on it. So stay tuned and go check it out.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye. Stay safe.